Cody Rhodes embodies everything you want in a great babyface champion. He's a smooth talker, relatable, charismatic, and excels in the ring. His personality and charm make him a standout star on the WWE roster, and fans of all ages have been drawn to him, causing his popularity to soar in WWE. Yet, despite these strengths, Cody's current WWE Championship run has been anything but impressive, leaving many fans feeling disappointed. Cody Rhodes' journey back to WWE was a thrilling storyline. After leaving the company in 2016 to establish himself elsewhere, Cody returned in 2022, setting his sights on finishing his story. He engaged in an epic three-match feud with Seth Rollins, gaining momentum before suffering an unfortunate injury. This sidelined him, but when he returned in 2023, Cody went on to win the Royal Rumble, an accomplishment that cemented him as a top contender. However, despite the build-up, Cody came up short in his match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. The storyline was set to continue, leading up to WrestleMania 40, where Cody finally captured the undisputed WWE Championship. It was meant to be the crowning moment in his journey, but instead, his reign has faltered. The narratives surrounding Cody have declined in quality since his WrestleMania victory. Each new storyline has become progressively less interesting, and WWE's creative team seems to be struggling to make Cody's title run engaging. This issue became glaringly obvious during Cody's first championship defense, which took place at Backlash against AJ Styles. While the match itself was solid, the build-up felt uninspired. Styles' harsh comments about Cody were meant to generate heat, but Cody's calm, professional response lacked the intensity that fans expect in a heated rivalry. After Cody won the match, they ran it back for a second time in an I Quit match, which, while serviceable, did little to elevate the feud or Cody's reign. Following his program with Styles, Cody moved into a feud with Logan Paul. On paper, this had the potential to be a big moment, especially given Logan Paul's rising popularity. However, the match was marred by outside interference, which has become a predictable element in Paul's matches. Fans were left feeling underwhelmed, not because of Cody's performance, but because the storyline lacked depth. It felt like WWE was relying on Paul's name recognition rather than crafting a meaningful story for Cody. Next, Cody found himself in a six-man tag team match alongside Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, facing off against the Bloodline. While the match had potential, Cody's team ultimately lost, and the result felt like a step backward for his championship reign. The chaotic nature of the match overshadowed any momentum Cody might have had, and fans were left questioning why Cody wasn't involved in more significant one-on-one storylines that would solidify him as a dominant champion. Cody's next major feud was with Solo Sikoa, leading up to a match at SummerSlam. While Solo is a rising star, it was clear from the beginning that he wasn't going to dethrone Cody. WWE had already set up Roman Reigns' return at SummerSlam, which meant that Solo was never positioned as a serious threat. The match was decent, but with the predictable outcome, fans were left feeling like it was just another stopgap in Cody's reign, with no real stakes on the line. To add to the problem, Cody was involved in a perplexing storyline with Kevin Owens. In this feud, Cody insisted that Owens should get a championship match, despite Owens not having earned it. Even Owens acknowledged that he didn't deserve the opportunity. Yet WWE's general manager, Nick Aldis, inexplicably agreed to the match. This decision left fans scratching their heads, as it felt like WWE was simply throwing together matches without any real narrative or character development. Cody ended up winning the match, but it did little to elevate his reign or Owens as a credible challenger. One of the biggest issues with Cody's championship run is the lack of serious threats to his title. What do AJ Styles, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Solo Sikoa all have in common? None of them have been believable threats to dethrone Cody. Logan Paul is a part-timer, and although he held the U.S. Championship, Nobody expected him to win the top title. AJ Styles is a respected veteran, but coming right off WrestleMania, it was clear that he wasn't going to beat Cody. Solo Sikoa, while promising, was never built up as a legitimate contender, especially with Roman Reigns' looming return, and Kevin Owens was never positioned as a serious threat due to the odd circumstances surrounding his title match. Looking at the WWE roster, it's clear that there are potential challengers who could be built up to challenge Cody. However, WWE has failed to develop these talents in a meaningful way. If you want to make Cody's reign compelling, you need to present him with legitimate threats, superstars who can believably take the title from him. This was something WWE excelled at during Hulk Hogan's time. Hogan would face off against monstrous heels, often from other wrestling territories, and the audience would genuinely believe that Hogan might lose. That tension is what made his matches so exciting. Hogan's ability to sell the idea that he was in real danger, only to ultimately triumph, was the key to his long reigns. Although there have been a lot of activities within the bloodline, Jimmy Uso has not been seen or heard from since WWE SmackDown following WrestleMania. During that episode, Uso was kicked out of the group, attacked by a Tama Tonga who was making his TV debut, and given time off to heal from an injury that was not disclosed. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi provided an update on his son's location on his Off the Top podcast. Jimmy is doing well, according to Rikishi. Hopefully, Jimmy will be prepared to return at any time and resume his passion project. He must be missing the fans. I'm sure. He's doing fantastically. He still has some time to give his body and mind a break. He's prepared to leave. We're hoping to see Jimmy shortly, but they do miss Jimmy. Everyone on my feed is asking, "Where's Jimmy? Where is Jimmy?" Rikishi did not disclose the nature of Jimmy's ailment, but he did imply that a prolonged vacation from the road might have served as a constructive psychological reset. After spending so much time grinding, you return home and life returns to normal. Hold on a second. Doesn't catching a flight require me to get up early? Wait a minute. I can have dinner with my family at 7 o'clock, watch a movie or read a book with them on the weekends, and put my kids to bed? Man, there are moments when it lifts your soul. Yes, I'm sure he's glad to have some time off, but coming from a wrestler, we definitely don't know how to stay at home. Guy, Jimmy's post-return landing position is still unknown because he was left out of the most recent WWE draft. At the moment, Jey Uso competes on WWE Raw, and the other members of the Bloodline compete on SmackDown.